Okay, good morning, guys, and welcome to another session of 150 Technicals. As you all know, this is basically a market outlook session. We get to see what opportunities the market have for us, and then you guys get to see and in depth of my strategy, my entries, and all. So without further ado, let's get started. Today is quite tricky because it's NFP. Yeah, so I'm not really going to be doing anything much. But anyways, let's look for opportunities. As you can see, 130 NFP today, and then still card employment change, unemployment rate. We already had on AUD around 2:30 a.m. Yeah. So I want to say this here. I wanted to keep it till the end of the session before I say it, but maybe I'll forget. So there's this whole pressure that comes with NFP. Yeah. I think when I started trading, there's this whole thing that every NFP, people be like NFP, everyone will be agitated, and then you feel, I don't know if it was pressure, but then there was this whole thing that pushed you that I don't know if you not trade NFP, you feel like okay, maybe you lost something or NFP was going to make you make you 200% of your account just by that. But then over time, yeah, I got to realize that NFP is just honestly, it's if you don't know how to trade in short, there's no even fundamental trading strategy when it comes to NFP because anything can happen. This news might come out now and be as good as anything, and you'll still see that it will not favor the currency, it will go the opposite direction. Do you understand? So for me, yeah, it's best to just sit out on NFP. Yeah, sit out. Most times impulsive moves happen. You can wait for the retracements. That's after NFP, maybe in the evening or so. Do you understand? But if you don't have any fundamental strategy, just sit back. It's better to actually not lose money on NFP than to go with the whole expectation that you might make 1000% of your account and then you end up losing the little money you have. Do you guys understand me?
Yes.
Good. So that's pressure that I know everyone. I think I already started seeing on people's status. I think that's why I decided to see this. I already started seeing on most of the student status on WhatsApp. They're saying NFP, 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 NFP. But the thing is, I feel NFP is just overhyped, and I think that's still what it needs. It's the hype that makes people to come to it, and then it's what still makes people lose money. I think there was an NFP I lost like $1,000. That time I was still coming up. I think that day I did not just feel right. I lost $1,000. And then there was one that I moved $1,000 to my account to another account that I was going to use it to trade it. And then I just made like $10 from it. So it's I don't know, but let's just try and avoid it. Hope you guys can see my trading view.
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's actually these areas we highlighted on AUD price actually came and tapped here and then reacted. But then, as you can see, I told you guys this thing. Yeah, most times when you see, did I say this on this session or was it in the class? Most times when you see price touch this 7, yeah, you see that it will not actually go back up to retest the previous listing highs. And then most times when you don't see an entry criteria, it doesn't do the same thing. So now price actually came down. We have not broken these levels yet, but then we pushed up. So now what we can watch out for here is this high here. Yeah, it's this high here, and then this low here. They are the most recent here. So now okay, so we can watch out to see if price is going to come up and break above, and then we can look out for that retest or what price is going to break below. Now NFP might actually do one of those, or might just have a whipsaw. Yeah, price will just come. You know how NFP is, we just come, impulse down, tap here, and then what go back up and tap there and still what remain inside this range. But let's just watch out for that and see what happens. Yeah. Then NZD USD. Let's see NZD. NZD is the same thing. Let me do it. previous stuff. It's still the same levels we are expecting NZD to tap yesterday. It actually taps inside and then pushed up. NZD2 just it just kissed that level, but then it did not go entirely, it did not continue. Anyways, let's look at what we have today. Yeah, so I'll be looking out for these highs here and these lows here to see which one price will break. Yeah, now anywhere price breaks, if it's above, I'll be looking out for that retest. But then I doubt if it's going to break above because this thing has just been consolidating here. And then whether it will break below. You guys understand? So that's what to look out for on NZD. AUD, I think AUD is the only one that I even feel has like something to watch out for. But now that I'm seeing it now, the thing is even looking very, very weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's not weird. Let's see something. Let's go to the 4H. GBPSD is just tricky. That's already shifted structure on the 4H. That shifted to a bullish market. Yeah. But then why I wanted to check the 4H is that if you look to the left side, this place price is reacting from, you see there's actually a neckline. But then it's not the most recent market structure, so I'm not holding it to heart like that. Let's go back and look what's happening here. Yeah. So price actually pushed up, retraced, and then we tapped into these levels and then we pushed up. Now we broke this structure here. Yeah. Broke the structure here. Now we can wait for a retest there. But then the thing is this really a retracement? Because see, price consolidated here for a while and then pushed down, broke this lows to the downside, which looks like a shift in market structure. But then I still don't want to hold it as a shift. But then now we have what's been consolidating here for a while. Yeah, we've pushed up and then pushed down again. So honestly, I'm going to sit. It's not really sitting out on Euro USD, but I'm going to wait for it to tap into these levels. If I say anything convincing, that I'll be taking that buy like this. I'll be taking that buy like this. And I feel this is the only thing viable for what's it called for NFP today. Yeah, looking out because it's most likely if price starts impulsing to the downside, it's most likely to react from these levels here and then push to the upside. So this is how I'll be looking at Euro USD. Then GBP USD. GBP USD is a bit tricky. Yeah. So these levels we had yesterday, GBP USD actually, because of that news we had on GBP yesterday, it actually went out, took out liquidity from the top and then was flushed to the downside. Took out liquidity from the downside and then came back inside the range. Yeah. So GBP USD actually be watching out for this size, same thing. Most recent low, which is here, and then what's most recent high. This is how I'm going to be looking out for GBP USD to see what it's actually going to do. Yeah, either it breaks above or breaks below. So that's how I'm going to be looking out for this. Let me see. So that's basically what I'll be looking out for today. But at the same time, there's a high chance that I might not trade anything apart from Euro USD. If I see price impulsing down, yeah, on Euro USD, like once NFP starts, it starts pushing down very, very fast and then taps that level, I'll actually maybe enter with low lot size. Yeah, because there's a high chance that price actually reacts at that level. But these other ones, I'm not actually going to trade. I'm going to wait for price to like impulse and break either ways. Yeah, I hope you guys understand the analysis on all the pairs. Guys?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. What pairs do you want me to take a look at? What questions do you guys have before we go?
Gold, please. Can you have a look at gold?
Let's take a look at gold. Let me see. This is all stuff now. Okay. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. But the funny thing about gold now, yeah, is the fact that it's actually looking like if it's actually going to impulse the downside, it's going to create like a shift in market structure. Yeah, of course, we have like double top here, we push down, push up, and then we have not broken those lows to the downside. And the moment we break these lows to the downside, then it's going to be more like a shift in market structure. But the thing again you should watch out for is this level here. You can actually see it on the higher time frame. If you go to the 4H, you actually see it clearly. Look at it here. So on the 4H, you can see that it's still bullish here. So what I will tell you is that these levels can be very strong. And NFP might come now, might see price just impulse to the downside, tap into these levels and what push up back. So that's one way you can watch the whole thing. But then if you are taking any buys here, this is what I would advise you to. Oh shit. This whole thing. So now if you're taking any buys on this pair here, exits at these levels here. So let's say price comes into these areas and then maybe, but then this stop loss is going to be pretty wide. That's the problem. But let's say you're taking a hypothetical buy around these levels. Just TP should be at the top here. Now, that's one part of the exits. Now, the other one, which is your stop loss. Your stop loss, honestly, so to be on the safer side, if you're entering aggressively, it's supposed to be below here, but that will make this thing not even up to 1 RR. Do you get? So another way we can look at this here. Where's my Fibonacci? Fibonacci. Got some, yeah. Just drop it below the 0.7. Sorry, 0.7. Just below that. For like a 1.7 RR. That's actually better. Yeah. But then your TP should be actually at this low here, this thing that is creating like a neckline or double top. Do you understand? Because price might just tap into these levels, go back and then tap here, and then we'll come to the downside. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is there any other pair you guys want me to take a look at before we go? Okay. Oh.
Sorry, one more.
Okay.
AUDCHF.
AUDCHF. Okay. This is tricky. AUDCHF. I feel this one is reacting from these levels here. Yeah, we can see something like an entry criteria here. Yeah, because this is a very nice rejection candlestick, but then the 8 o'clock candlestick just opened a while ago. So, but then if you look at this critically, yeah, we were in an uptrend. Yeah, and then we shifted structure to the downside, pulled back, tapped in these levels, and then came to the downside again. And now we're pushing up. If we actually break these levels to the upside, I don't think we've broken them clearly. If we break these levels, then we would have had a shift in market structure, but we've not broken clearly yet. You get. So now price is reacting from these levels. If you actually see this candlestick form, like the whole bearish pin bar, I mean, yeah, the bearish pin bar, you can actually take this sell, but then it's a cross pair. At the same cross pairs don't really respect market structure. I feel they don't respect market structure. They basically do what's they basically behave off what is happening on their
major pairs. Do you understand? It's basically the strength of the Australian dollar and the Swiss franc that will determine what will happen on BEDs and CHF. Do you understand? So I don't know. Me, I don't really trade these pairs, but if you really want to trade it, then entry criteria is about to form. Yeah, you can watch out and see if it's going to form. But if it doesn't form and then breaks this level to the upside, then it's a shift in market structure entirely. You understand?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Any other pair before we go? Okay, it's even my PC battery I'm using. There's no lights. Anyways, please, you guys, yeah, don't feel pressured to actually trade. And if you don't have anything clear, don't do anything. Do you understand? Anyways, stay safe, guys, and keep an open mind with the markets. Yeah. The only thing that can happen in this market is that the only thing that is sure is that anything can happen. So stay safe, guys, and then have a very nice weekend ahead. Thank you, guys.